Hello, artists. So today we are going to learn how to make a portrait. Remember that a portrait is a picture of a person. Sometimes it can even be an animal, but usually it's a picture of a person. So I'm going to show you all the steps so that you can draw people who are around you. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw their jawline. So jawline means this part of your body is called your jaw. So from one ear all the way to the other ear, that's what we're going to draw. So I'm going to draw a person right here. I'm going to start by one side of their ear, go down to their chin area, and go up to the other side of their ear. Okay, so since we have this jawline, now we can draw the ears. Now, ears are kind of funny. They look really weird when you look at them from the front. So usually, I kind of start at the top, and I make the top part of the ear, and then it kind of comes down a little bit, and then this is called the ear lobe. So I just make that part, and then I try to make the inside part, and it's kind of just a squiggly line too. Now I'm going to come over here and draw this ear. Okay, so drawing just the squiggly parts of that. Okay, now I want you to look at yourself for a second, maybe in a mirror. Or you can touch right here. On the top of your ear, if you follow that across, it goes to about where your eyebrows are, sometimes even to the corner of your eye. So we're gonna put the eyes just a tiny bit below that. So here's the tip of my ear. So in this area is where I'm gonna put my eyes. And I know that seems kind of high, but that's actually where they go. So I'm going to draw the top part, which kind of looks like a rainbow usually, and then the bottom, sometimes like a little smile. Then I'm going to do a part of a C letter and then a backward C in order to get the I in there. Now, I can go ahead and do this one, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to put in my eyebrows because a lot of times those are easy to forget. So here's our eyes, and we can color those in later, or if it bothers you, you can just put a dot in the middle for the pupil. And then the eyebrows are up here. Sometimes I just kind of do them like this, like little tiny brush strokes. And sometimes I put like a little curve. So I'm going to kind of do both of those just to kind of show. Okay? Now, the nose is a little tricky. So some people draw noses like this, and that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and erase that. We notice that at the bottom of your nose, it kind of comes around almost like a C, then it has a little bump, and then it's got this part in the middle, and then it has a little bump, and it's got this part on the other side. So if I look, some people's noses kind of come around here. They've got a little bump up, bottom, little bump up, and then they curve over here. If you want to put the part that comes down like a bridge, you can probably do it like that. Okay? Now the mouth. Some people have really wide mouths. Some people have very small mouths. So I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to make it where I start in the middle. I make a little hump, and then I stretch it out. A little hump the other way, stretch it out. That's my top lip. And then I'm just going to make a big smile for my bottom lip. Okay, now I know you're thinking, this looks so weird because it doesn't have hair yet, but we're going to do the hair in just a second. I also want to make sure it has a neck, because if it doesn't have a neck, it looks like a floating head, and we don't want any floating heads around here. All right, so now I can do the hair. Now the interesting thing about the hair is that it's actually going to start way up here, because your eyes, if you look, are kind of in the center. So you've got all this part up here to do. All right, so it's not going to really look like me, but I'm going to kind of make it my direction. Now the interesting thing about this is if I look in the mirror, this is what I see, but if you look at me, you always think my hair goes the other direction, which is just because I'm looking in a mirror. Okay? All right, so if I wanted to make it have long hair, I could add the hair down here. Okay, so make sure it's going really high, and I know that seems weird at first, but you'll get used to that. But now it looks more like a person because now it has hair, right? So make sure that you did your jawline, you did your ears, across from your ears should be, or next to your ears should be the eyebrows. The eyes are right below that. You've got your nose and your mouth, and don't forget the neck, otherwise it looks like a floating head. All right, so nice portrait. So this is our portrait. I'm gonna write the word portrait, P-O-R-T-R-A-I-T. It looks like portrait, but we really say it portrait. All right, now you try to do this. Do someone that's around you, or if nobody's around you, you can look in a mirror and do it that way. Good luck.